Do-do-do, do-do-do. Ladies and gentle steppers, welcome to another report of our Seasonal Guild Leaderboard for Season 4, where we track the top 25 guilds broken down into 5 different tiers. I just want to say thank you to Yomu, who has provided this dashboard for us, an amazing individual, co-developer of IdleMMO, admin for SimpleMMO, creator of our dashboard for SGO, creator for our new website that's coming out. He does it all. And most importantly, the creator for the SimpleMMO App Hub, which is a mobile simulator for you to be able to play SimpleMMO on your desktop through mobile. Most importantly, though, you could just pop out chat and only have chat up and just hang out in global if you're degenerate, like some of these folks in chat, and if you're Paisen. Maybe not Paisen anymore now, he's muted. But without further ado, taking shots.
I am muted. I forgot to talk about that, but let's move on.
And let's talk about the first tier here, Celestial tier. Ladies and gentlemen, zero frickin' movement. Babylon first, TSL, the Stinky Legion in second, Rain Factory, aka Pain Factory, aka no longer fourth place guild, and third, still Friendly 2 holding on the fourth place, the Forest limping along in fifth place. I think the only thing to note here is that TSL is catching up to Babel. It's not as big of a gap as last season where Babel just absolutely crushed it, but yeah, you know, Celestial, it's boring. It is what it is. I'm sure we'll see Babel collapse a little bit more, but not right now. So
yeah, weren't those the April 1st names you were reading?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Yeah.
I like those screenshots.
Yeah.
So what to take note here, because there's no movement whatsoever. Babel did earn only 4.9 mil this go around since the what do we call it? The sanctions.
The sanctions.
So, and I believe once they're allowed to, you know, dissipate from the guild, there's probably going to be a split. If not, you know, the core members quitting or being banned, what have you. But they earned 4.9. TSL, on the other hand, earned 13.6 mil this go around in the last 7 days. Rain Factory earned almost 8 mil. Still Friendly 2 earned 5.8. In the Force, 5.7. Yeah. So TSL is putting in work with the EXP. Yeah. And that's just, you can't, if you just look at the total, shit's not happening, you know, like there's fucking nothing going on. But seeing the earned, I mean, the event's going to end this week, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. This is like kind of part of like a little bit of the events in here. It'll be interesting to see the next 7 days of data and where guilds are positioned.
Yeah, I will say, like, in this is a flashback to yesterday's video that I for the weekly guild stats. One, you could see who dominated in the PvP side of the house.
Yeah, go watch that, everyone. Yeah, if you want more lore that leads into the SGL, watch the weekly guild stats.
Absolutely. I will say though, like, it doesn't seem like this event has generated a lot of interactions or like guild EXP like being boosted. It feels like it's very same as it normally is, and even like the weekly active guilds is not as high as I thought it would be, and I made comments about it in the video itself. So it is interesting to see how this Easter event has kind of played out. It's not like some of the other events like the Christmas event or the winter holiday or
Halloween
or Halloween, right? Like those are pretty big ones, or even the community event. But for whatever reason, the Easter event just didn't bring in a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, the server was still getting wrecked,
the servers were boned.
But when it comes to like the guild side of the house, you don't see as much of a boom in activity.
Yeah, I wonder why that was, because usually Easter is like the first big event of the year, of the new year.
Yeah.
I still remember Ajid years ago saying, I don't give a shit about any event but Easter, because then I have the best gear for the year leading all the way through until like Halloween, you know? So I always viewed Easter as like, this is a pivotal event to get the year started, and then not touch anything until like winter. But then even if you go to winter, you could literally just go Easter to Easter, and you'll be okay. So yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah. I fully thought we'd have over 100 guilds being active, but that just wasn't the case. So, all right. Let's move on to the next tier, the legendary tier here. It's our 6th through 10th place positions. Again, no movement. The EXP is getting closer, though, between the different positions. But 6th place, we have Friendly. 7th place is Prostor. 8th place is Wolfblood. 9th is Murder of the Universe. And 10th is our PvE, our top tier PvE guild, Dead Poet Society, who's absolutely dominating in the PvE realm. So cool to see a PvE guild in the top 10. But otherwise, not too much movement. I mean, DPS has a lot to do to catch up. But compared to everyone else, but I mean, the 6th through 8th place positions, more so 7th and 8th, are super close. And, you know, who knows what could happen next week. But for sure, still no movement. So maybe nothing will absolutely happen. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yep. And the EXP is getting closer, the differentials here. The earned EXP is all over the place. Friendly earned almost 4.9. Prostar only earned 2.5. Goblin Blood, that was like the best name, dude.
Yeah.
Dagon, if you're still here, let's just do it. But Wolfblood with 7.3 earned, the highest in the bracket. Murder of the Universe with 5.2. I think Hugs is still there. And I think there's newer members in MOU right now. And DPS with 4.5. They should rename themselves the Dead Coven Society, because the core Coven members that kind of went there after, you know, got freaking deleted. But yeah, so DPS is probably where it's going to be unless someone's threatening them from below. But yeah, there's only a couple more weeks left in the season, so it'll be interesting to see who, like, if there's movement in legendary, it's gonna be like by a position, and then there's probably gonna be no more movement for the remainder of the season. So.
Yeah, I think that would be Wolfblood, right? Based off of the earned EXP.
Wolfblood is gunning for it.
Yeah,
I know Theron's in chat and Abyssal woof. And it, Wolfblood's gonna move up. But Legendary these guilds fought to be here all throughout spring. None of these were flukes.
Right.
The Coven deletion only affected guilds below them. So, you know, they got here because they were pretty bloody. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Legendary.
Cool. Well, let's move on to the next one. We have the Epic tier.
This might be the biggest surprise. What the heck? At number 15?
Yeah. So, Epic
no
tier
way.
here. 11th through 15th place positions. We have Golden Arrows in 11th place, Blackwater in 12th, the Titans in 13th, Zealth Zenith Kitties in 14th, and finally we have Wolf, which is kind of a big deal here. Wolf was like, 25 or 23.
They were dead. They were like dead for the longest time.
They died off. Something happened.
I'm looking up this guild, dude. You keep talking.
Yeah, something must have happened where they're just like, hey, yo, we gotta be better than that. And, they absolutely started to crush it. I'm sure they saw our streams and were like, you know what? We can't let them rag on us anymore. We gotta.
They don't know who we are still to this day.
But yeah, congrats to Wolf. They're grinding hard. They're moving up position. They've broken into the Epic tier. I mean, that's not far off to say that they could push into the Epic tier, like higher into it. 13th and 14th is only 3 mil away. So they'll have to do 3 mil plus whatever the Titans or Zealous and Kitties normally earn. But they're doing well. This tier is the PvE tier though, like Blackwater, the Titans, Zealous, and the Kitties are PvE. So it may be easier. I don't know.
Wolf is PvE. Apparently.
Okay, that's what I thought as well. Yeah, I wasn't for sure, so I was holding off on that. But yeah, so 4 out of the 5 guilds in the Epic tier are PvE, and they're doing a pretty good job. So
okay, chat. So I recognize Loveboat.
Okay.
He's stopped by the stream, but how would you look in chat? How would you read this name? This is the leader of Wolf. Is that fuck up?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that fuck up?
That looks like fuck up to me.
Thank you. That's what I thought, dude. This is the leader of Wolf.
Foo Cup. Foo Cup.
No. Well, yeah, because I guess with an O it'd be fuck. It'd be fuck up.
Foo
but
Cup. Fook up.
but I read it as fuck up.
Yeah.
Incubus just said I just joined Wolf. Oh,
Nice.
dude.
Congrats. You're in a
And
good guild.
their co-lead is Taco Dealer 69.
They got some good leaders there. Good names.
We have a surprise visit from the favorite analyst, and they have something to say about fuck up. They have something they want to share with it. The strawberry feet.
Very nice. Very cute. Very cute.
Okay. What do you think about, how would you read that name, little analyst? Would you read that name out loud? Would it ruin your purity? She literally does not want to talk about Wolf. She is so disgusted of the leader's name. She would rather shit her pants. She will not even look at the name on the SGL right now. I have the SGL right in front of me, and she's looking to the left. She's like, let me roll out of your arms. She'd rather just roll instead of read the name. All right, everyone, you're going to get a close up before she goes. Little baby girl.
Oh, look at her.
Little baby girl.
Look at her. She's so cute.
She really is. She gets it from me. Thank you, Kimters. Everyone, it pisses Kimters off because everyone will come up, even her own family. Because listen, we had her 100-day party, which is like a Korean tradition,
right?
That she survived 100 days. Because in the old times, babies didn't really do that, and everyone came up and was like, "She looks just like you," to me, and I was like, rest in peace. I was like, rest in freaking peace, dude. But yeah, Wolf is wild, and because Cutie's in chat, Wolf is about to get freaking. Their leader is about to get reported. There's no way that's not red fuck up. There's just no way.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, this tier, it took a while for the guilds to settle in it.
Right.
Not as bloody as legendary. I feel like guilds fell. They either fell into epic, or because Coven got deleted, they got boosted into epic. But to be fair, Blackwater has been here for a while. I didn't expect Sin to last this long, to be honest with you. So good for them. I know they have Deja as well, who's a heavy hitter. So Golden Arrow is kind of just stalling here, and then Blackwater reached this position after restarting their guild essentially during the season, and this is probably where they're going to stay. The Titans, we all know about the Titans, and then ZZK, the second edition, they've been moving up slowly, and then Wolf was a huge surprise, especially for a PvE guild like CrazyFi I was just mentioning. This is the tier where they kind of belong, but
yeah,
the earned EXP here is super low. Believe it or not, they're all, like CrazyFi is showing, they're all in the 2,000 or 2 million.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's like barely doing enough to kind of like stay in line with each other, and I don't know if we'll see any more movement. There's no like shockers here.
Yeah, probably not if they're keeping it at this. Like that's all they need to do to hold the position. So,
and it's a little more interesting in the next tier,
right,
with like the Fallout.
19.
Oh, Keeban's here. Shout out Keeban.
19.3. Oh, it's Genesis. Yeah. All right. Elite tier. 16th through 20th place positions. We have Genesis at 16th. With Dead Guild that they are. The Knights of Sei is 17th. Shadow Garden moving up one for the 18th place position, which means Indonesia has dropped down to 19th. And TPC holding out strong in the 20th place position. Can we just get Genesis off the gosh darn leaderboard already? Holy Christmas. Dead Guild walking. Or laying there, I don't know, and everyone else is struggling to catch up to them. Nice to see. It's interesting to see, especially based off of their strong performance last season. I don't know if Wobbly Cat just took a step.
What
back.
happened? What happened, dude?
Yeah, but it is. I do like seeing Shadow Garden. They're actively making steps to advance in this SGL. They're doing a lot of work. I see them all the time in game. So congrats to Shadow and their guild, Shadow Garden.
Yeah, the Babel drama didn't keep them down. You know what I mean? They just persevered.
Yeah.
What interesting time to be alive. that was kind of like the starting point of like Babel's not downfall,
the
but
last straw before the sanctions.
Yeah, this damn sanctions. Damn it, Iran. Okay. So looking at the earned EXP, we all know Genesis is dead and it's taken forever to get out of the SGL. But yeah, I mean, they only earned 1.4 mil. Shadow Garden earned 3.6, which is the highest in the tier, and quite frankly, higher than all of the epic guilds. So Shadow Garden, keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully the Easter event is pulling your guild, together and through, to do more actionable things like raids and stepping and what have you.
Yeah.
Indonesia, this was another I clickbaited the shit out of this guild because they shot up into the SGL like a freaking rocket, and now they're slowly decaying. I mean,
classic.
They almost earned one. What'd you say?
It's a classic.
It's a classic, yeah. It's like step in chill.
Ooh.
Rest in peace card.
Dang, dude.
But Indonesia earning just under 1 mil, and then TPC not even reaching 1 mil. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I see why. I mean, TPC is like a log you just kind of step over at this point at number 20. But good to see a familiar face.
God dang, you just popping shots left and right.
Right, Sassima, if you're here, good job. King Cows, dude, I will never let this go. King Cows did TPC dirty. Keeban abandoned us for TPC, and yeah, I wish Loch Ness was in Couch Cat and not in TPC when we were like doing our climb. I wish Loch Ness was ours, but yeah, salt.
All right, let's move on to the rare tier. We're pushing over time a little bit.
Whoopsies.
21 through 25. Not much movement here either. Wow, what a boredom, except for Gorilla Wizards.
Holy shit, they woke up.
21, Step and Chill. 22, Necromancer's Den. 23, Markamod. 24, moving up 3 positions, breaking into the rare tier. Gorilla Wizards, congrats to them. And 25 is Asgard. Yeah, it's kind of a slow week, it seems.
So good for Gorilla Wizards, but they're definitely a guild that I don't know if I want to see them in the top 25. They're just kind of like all over the place. They're either like near legendary or not, and this guild is so freaking confusing. It has so many legacy players in it. I just don't know what their goal is.
Right.
But looking at earned, as you can see, Step and Chill barely earning anything, if at all.
Right.
NCR dead, good. They suck. I hate that guild. Markamon dead. Rest in peace. They've been dead for a while. Gorilla Wizards. These are freebies. These are guilds. They're in a tier with a bunch of dead guilds. So these guilds will probably move up. And out of this whole tier, I'm hoping for Asgard, because Asgard, they're a tier 2 guild. We've seen them in the tier 2 system. Dude, I sound just like Elsia. We see them in the tier 2 system, and now they're finally here, baby, and I'm here to see it. So let's move on to my favorite segment, the tier 2 segment.
Oh, sweet Jesus. We'll just start there.
Yeah, you kind of like log. Yeah, you gotta zoom in a little bit there, brother. But I'll run through it real quickly. So Nightmare Rats fell into the tier 2 system, 2 positions down at 26. Murder of the Crows falling down to 27. Newbies hanging on to 28. So yeah, good for them. I mean, they've been hanging out. So House of Bamboozle at number 29. We have Anarchy at 30. We have Cult of Eternal Ice moving 6 positions up. So they are a brand new tier 2 guild, or they're a guild in the tier 2 system, a brand new guild in the tier 2 system, excuse me. So I love the name. I love these names coming in.
Yeah, they're cool.
So go and keep an eye on them. That's probably one of the biggest pushes we've seen within the tier 2. And I'll look at their earned EXP in a second. Vex here with Blazing Beast at 32, moving 2 positions up. Great on. They just barely made it into tier 2, and now they're moving forward. So good on them. Shout out to Vex. Close Friends dropping 2 positions, getting freaking bodied by Cult of Eternal Ice and Vex's guild. Phoenix moving up a whole position. They're a newer guild. So good on them. And then First Gen Black Dragon already fallen 3 positions. Is very bloody down here in tier 2. And just real quickly, the earned EXP abysmal from Nightmare Rats. They're probably on their way to being dead. Murder the Crows earning 1.1 mil, so good on them. And most notable here, so Cult of Eternal Ice, they earned 1.1 mil. Blazing Beasts earned 640k, and everyone else is kind of flip-flopping, but Phoenix is right behind them, earning almost 6. But yeah, the earned EXP ratio is so different down here compared to the above the top 25. But they're duking it out here. This is exciting to watch. And I can't wait because we implemented mid-season. I can't wait, CrazyFi, to see this from a new season, right? From summer 2024.
Sure. There's going to be tons of movement here.
Because now we get to see where the guilds kind of like disappear from. Yeah. They disappear from the top 25, and then also the new faces. So
yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, but that's the tier 2 system. That is the SGL. That'll do it. Shout out to the VOD squad for whoever's going to watch this later. So.